Hi, my name is Kudzai and I'm excited to be an applicant for the Hotjar Hero Engineer position. If I was able to do anything on any given Monday morning, one of the things that I would love to do regularly would be, after taking the kids to daycare, is to pass by the nearby lake and just spend some time by myself, meditating, gathering my thoughts, and just having my alone time. It's something that I don't get to do as much as I would like to, so I would love to be able to do that regularly. What excites me about this position is, among the many things, as I was reading through the job description, I was so excited to see that we would be able to work on various projects from using different web technologies. So I love to learn and I love to work with people who know more than me so I can learn from them. And in addition to that, I also I'm looking forward to an opportunity to help people. I have a background in customer service and technical support, and I've always enjoyed helping people, especially I get real joy out of helping somebody decode a complicated concept. Maybe if they're stuck on a certain routine and I can help them out of that, it's just really rewarding. So I would love an opportunity to do that as my regular job. And then also just to work for a great company with a great culture. I really enjoyed looking at the videos of what HotJar employees get to do, and I would love to be part of that. In the past year, I've had the opportunity to expand my knowledge in front-end frameworks. So I've been studying Angular as well as Node.js and other technologies as well. And at the same time, I've had an opportunity to start learning Android development. So that's helped me to really delve deeper into the Java programming language. I've also been able to continue learning piano. I'm self-taught on piano, and I was just stuck in this key of C for a long time, but I've also expanded. Now I'm able to play comfortably in the key of D major, and I'm moving really well with the key of E and F. So looking forward to doing that a lot more. One of the principles of web development is the DRY principle, which is don't repeat yourself. So giving an example of CSS, CSS is a language that doesn't have built-in functionality of using variables and functions, as well as other things that make it easier so that you don't have to repeat yourself. However, more recently, you can now start to use a CSS precompiler such as Sass, which allows you to not have to repeat yourself because, for example, it allows the uses of functions. You can actually declare variables so that whenever you have to repetitively declare certain attributes in different classes, you can actually do that through a variable. And then that also enables you to be able to change those attributes globally for different elements. Like, for example, if I wanted to write a class called hair and give it the color black, and then I wanted to write another class maybe called shoes and give it the color black, instead of just writing color black all over my code, I can just call the variable create a variable that says black thing and give it the color black, and then call that whenever I need to use it. So it's just a really, really easy way to allow you to not have to continue writing the same code again and again using a CSS preprocessor like Sass. Just a quick crash course of Google Chrome's developer tools, which you can access by hitting Control-Shift-I or right-clicking and hitting Inspect. Going from left to right here, this button allows you to click on a given element on a page, and then it'll immediately be highlighted in the elements window. Then you can also modify anything that has to do with the CSS and just see what this element is about. The CSS can be edited in the styles panel. Here you can see everything that has to do with your event listeners, etc. So then you go to your console. The console is your JavaScript console, so you can see everything, all your errors for JavaScript, and you can actually even do some JavaScript in this same panel. Just to show you an example, like an alert here, and other things that you can do here. So you also have your sources tab. Your sources tab allows you to see the different sources that are referenced by google.com or whichever website you're viewing. Your file system, you can add folder, and you can actually edit. You can use this as a text editor. Like I have this test.html that I created just for as an example. And you will actually be able to make edits using the file system panel. So it's quite exciting to have that functionality. So this is just an example of how you can modify a, a document. Then you have your network tab. Your network tab allows you to see how stuff is coming through over the network. If I hit F5 to refresh on google.com while I'm on the network tab, we'll see that it actually then loads the website and starts to give me different kinds of information. So here I'm able to see, like, for example, you can just tell which elements are taking longer. Then you can then diagnose why it's taking longer than the others, for example. Then you've got the performance tab. The performance tab also shows you pertaining the performance of your website. If I hit this button and then stop, I'll actually get a nice little report that shows me the performance of my website, which is color coded, and this is the legend right here. Then you've got your memory tab. The memory tab has everything to do with memory on your website. So I can do a heap snapshot here, and for example, it's going to give me the size of my JavaScript objects here on the left. Or if I do allocation instrumentation on timeline, I can be able to look maybe to diagnose things like memory leaks. And there's other profiles that you can actually also look, like allocation sampling. Then you have your application window. You can see, for example, if you're using local storage and you are storing key value pairs, you can modify them here. Same for session storage. If you've got index databases, you can manipulate them here. You can refresh, you can delete, and so much more. Then you can also delete your cookies and view your cookies. Then on the security panel, you are able to see everything pertaining to security on the website. So I can view the certificate. Then I can also go to the audits tab, where I'll get a nice report about my website. I can check all these off and it's going to give me a report and a score. But for now, I'm just going to do an SEO report. Look, Google scores a 70, which is very interesting. There are other tools that you can use over here. However, this is just a quick crash course on how to use Chrome's developer tool.